Wow, I just came out of the new Superman movie. And I took a chance on it. Why, I don't know, because I should really learn by now, after, for me, 25 years, maybe even going close to 30 years, I have not liked movies like this. The movie that came out, I don't know, a year or two ago, The Flash, I actually saw that, didn't hate it completely, although I had my reservations, but this thing is an abomination. I really despised this. I went to the movie with my girlfriend. We just got out of the movie theater. We pulled over on a side street, get the thoughts down here while I remember them. I'm not even going to think of this as an official review because I'm not really being fair to it in the sense that, for me, I'm thinking, this wasn't made for me. This is not a movie for me. I'm an old school guy. I like Kirk Allen. I like George Reeves and Christopher Reeve. And I haven't seen any of the other Supermans since that. So, the way this character's going, and with his suit that looks more like a rubber diving kind of gear, look to it, I can't stand the look of it. I thought Superman himself in this movie was the most ineffective, weak, easily overcome, sappy Superman that I've ever seen. Nothing wrong with a little emotion here and there, but and the jokes, of course, there's jokes everywhere. As to be expected in these superhero movies. I can't stand when I'm watching a movie for 2 hours. I think this thing is 2 hours and 9 minutes. And I'm sitting there for the whole duration. I'm saying, well, when is this going to end? When is this going to end? What is happening? What's supposed to be happening here? I don't even know what's supposed to be transpiring. It's hard to follow the story. Explosions everywhere, characters all over the place. We've got a bevy of superheroes here and guest stars. I don't know. Superman should have carried the movie by himself. You don't need Mr. Terrific or whatever he is, and cracking wisecracks every other sentence, and all these other people, and your girl with the wings. And look, I'm more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy. I don't know all the characters, and the crybaby that has the little baby that whoever he was. And I don't understand what the Hollywood Squares look was with all those prisons and everything. I was expecting Peter Marshall to come out and see which secret square was Paul Lynde. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I can't stand when you watch movies like this and people are flying and leaping and falling and tackling and rolling and going down depths after depth after depth, and they're just plunging down into the abyss. And where are they? I don't even know where they're falling from. I don't know what's going on. Explosion. I tell you, man, I hate movies like this. I can't stand that stupid dog Crypto. Oh, ridiculous. The flying dog. Oh, that was so terrible. I could not believe what I was watching. It was corny. I thought, can this thing get any more stupid or more ridiculous, more dissatisfying? Yes, it can. And I'm sorry if this is a spoiler to everybody, but at the very end, you get a surprise appearance by Supergirl. And let me tell you something. She's no Helen Slater, yum yum. Oh no, this little kid comes out at the end, making a surprise appearance. And what does she do? That's my dog, dude. She's telling Superman, that's my dog, dude. Listen, you bitch. And I'm talking to Superman. Are you serious with this? Are you really serious with this? And of course, they've got music, they got pop music, whatever you want to call it today. I hesitate to call it rock, whatever passes for this music today. I sound like my grandfather, but he was wrong in the 50s with Elvis, and wrong in the 60s with the Beatles, but I'm not wrong here. And the credit sequence at the end, of course, blah, 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 stupid music. Man, I don't know if I missed anything, and you got Lex Luthor here, who, I guess if there's anything good I could say, the actor who played Lex Luthor, he was pretty strong in his performance, although I thought he seemed to be a little too young, the character, but I don't know. What else can I say? Anything that I'm missing here? I'm sitting here with my girlfriend. She didn't like it either, So, what do you think?
I thought that the main characters, that the actors who played them did very well with what they had. The script I didn't think was very strong at all, but I liked the fact, I think Superman could have been a little bit more demonstrative. The others were pretty much okay. I thought Mr. Terrific, the guy who played, they didn't go pretty much over the top. But I thought the script was very weak. I didn't like all the what you said, everything exploding. There was a lot of unnecessary
It's
stuff.
you know, I hate movies when there's all this action happening. You're supposed to be wowed by this action. You're supposed to be like, this is so exciting. It's like an amusement park ride. I'm like, will you get this over with? I mean, I don't care anymore. One climax after another climax after another climax. I don't know. Then, of course, not a lot of people, but I know a friend of mine was talking about Lois Lane. Oh, this was the best Lois Lane ever. I know. Best Lois Lane ever is Phyllis Coates, okay? From The Adventures of Superman, the first season or two, whatever she was in. Okay, the black and white ones, really. And I'll tell you what, I'll take Noel Neal over there. You got to be kidding me. No hat, no purse. I mean, I know I'm getting old-fashioned here. I'm from old school. But, I mean... I hate that they try to make a movie like this modern, They're trying to make a modern movie. They're trying to, get rid of the old and kind of turn it new for the new generations. But yet they still got to use the name Lois Lane. You know any girls named Lois out there anymore? It's a name that, 30s and 40s, 50s. There are no Loises anymore out there. And, of course, they got to have Jimmy Olsen, They got to, they got to have him. They have to check all the boxes. Clark Kent hardly had any time. And when he did show up, he had a stupid curly hair, looked like an afro wig or something. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. Okay, that was no Clark Kent. What the hell? I don't know what this thing was. It was a waste of my time, man. I got to tell you. And and this Lois, she didn't strike me, this Lois, as a reporter. She struck me more as not a newswoman or anything on, trying to get a story. Struck me just as somebody, just get to the draw. I'm going to fly the flying saucer thing, whatever that thing is. What are you, a superheroine or something like that? Give me a break. You're a reporter, To be fair, there was one moment that both of us, after we stopped the camera, and now I had to put this insert in here, we didn't mention it. One moment that we both liked was the scene at home with his adoptive parents. Superman's adoptive parents, right?
Yeah.
The Kents. That was the only thing that had a little bit of character development, would you say?
Character development, made some sense, some sentimentality.
Yeah, that almost resembled a movie, a story.
Some real character establishment, yeah.
Look, I couldn't stand it. Now, on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, and again, I realize I'm not the person really to review this. I'm not considering this an official review, or is it? Anyway, I would probably maybe give it 1 star out of 4, And I think she's even less, right?
Half a star.
What's that?
Half a star.
Half a star. This movie sucked. And I'm going to say one thing that'll piss the director off and maybe the star. Superman is for truth, justice, and the American way.